Fandoms has been known for its unique fan base, from the likes of Ultra Kill and Thou Who Shall Not Be Named. But in the countless of fandoms I find, I have never come across a fandom so random, so unique, so dicey. What is that thing? Random Dice, a company named by 111. Why does it sound like it was written by Strawberry Craig Cookie? A company that makes games like Lucky Defense, Random Dice, and much more. But this Random Dice thing is a bit inspired by something. It's also inspired by Cookie Run! For those who are not aware, Cookie Run is a highly popular franchise of mobile and video games developed by Death Sister, which is weird to say this, but believe me, because I want to share some of the images I have in the past. But in all seriousness, I've been wanting to make a video about Random Dice and Cookie Run for a while, so taking a look at the trailer for Random Dice Wars. As a fire dying looking at 3 children while Ice dying is afraid of what's going on. What are you staring at? That dude just screamed for food! The battle begins with Dynes fighting each other, which is when Electric Dyne jumps at his minions and starts dancing. There is definitely something wrong with you. You would assume that the Dynes versus Dynes just for fun, which means me and the Dynes compete against the opponent, since Fire Dyne is literally being destroyed by Mr. Lollipop Guy. But that trailer is thrown into the title, as we all know, despite determinations. But after that, we decided to switch to the Random Dice roll. Oh my god, it just feels so wrong to call that. Along with our friend with Fire Dyne, Angel Cookie Dyne, and goodness gracious! As we are shown our Dyne friends such as Assassin Dyne, Transcendent Dyne, and Fat Pega Golem. I don't know what this 7-Eleven company... No, seriously, there's even Mega Knight over there. And there's even... Idol Dyne? Parfait Dyne. Seriously, there's even Solitude Dyne that looks like Dark Cacao Cookie in the game. I'm sorry, what's so Dyne about blowing yourself up? Again, I had no idea why they're doing this in the first place. They were literally turning cookies into Dynes 3 years ago. The Dark Enchantress Cookie don't even care about the dices. She's just in the way of her real desire of shattering the existing order of the world. I don't know why they have similar connections at this point, but I think we've gone too far on this. But enough with this roll your boat. I think it's time we look at Random Dice Tune. The episode begins with Fire Dyne feeling hungry, so they serve them as spicy ramen, serve Ice Dyne as ice cream, Berserker Dyne serving him the Luffy me of bullshit. And Poison Dyne just eats the slime. Why did you do that? I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Episode 2 revealed to this vampire guy. Hey, is this your child?
Doesn't look like much.
What's the point of Absorb Dyne if you just snap it off and turn him into a vampire anyway? He sneaks behind some random Dyne. He is drinking SP. You better stop drinking that shit. Oh, yeah, the Rock Dyne broke his fangs. That sounds about right. On paper, Random Dice wants to have their own cartoon with cute little Dyne and fat, stupid gargantuan Dyne, as well as Random Dice having a personified human-like dice as they have. But for some reason, they ended up hurting themselves, though. Remember when I said that Solitude Dyne looks like Dark Cacao Cookie? Well, guess what? Dark Cacao Cookie is heavily associated with Solitude. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can turn into a Super Sigma Ultra Dyne that can take down Shadow Milk Cookie in a single blow. Episode 4, well, that escalated quickly, along with Fire Dyne and... Oh my god, you guys are so cute! I could just adopt any of you! Sorry about that. However, the weather is getting cold from all of a sudden, so they decided to set the log on fire and letting him do the job. Well, that's not nice. But all of the fire situation has seemingly made the brothers upset because they've now got an idea to find a bigger one. So after begging Mr. Pirate to look at things, decided to burn the log. Really? Cerberus guy from Ultra Kill? Okay, so let me get this straight. Fire Dyne attacks with fire, and Flame Dyne attacks even more fiery flames. Yeah, anybody else Electric Dyne? Sure, you don't want to invite the sun next? I genuinely didn't realize how popular Random Dice Wars released in 4 years ago, considering the new characters like Curse Dyne and Croissant Dyne! But then I got bored and decided to move on to Dice Quest King's Tales. You know, watching the cutscene and... What is that thing? That is literally just Dark Cacao Cookie. You didn't even try! But unfortunately, his name was Dark King, and he's the main antagonist in Dice Quest, and King Dyne saying that he's a Dyne. But Fire Dyne then stated that the world was overrun by Dark Stones. Dark King, why do you install Dark Stones in the planet of Elia? Unless You and Dark Enchantress Cookie were working together! Level ups are available by using grow fruits. Oh, really? You took the Star Jellies from Cookie Run Kingdom as well? Do we really need to steal every feature element from the game? Why couldn't you stole the costumes? Or the Soul Jam? Or the entire Garden of Delight, however. I had no idea how 111 has gotten with these spin-off games, but Cookie Run does that in some other way, but they have these Facebook Candy Crush and Kingdoms.
Shut the fuck up!
Gingerbrave, you cannot say that! My children are watching! Forget the Dians and cookies. I think it's time we look at Lucky Defense that we talked about in the beginning. 5 seconds in and they're bullying the hell out of him. And also, how the hell did Mr. Dice Quest King's Tales Dying get here? This dude really escaped from Dice Quest just to get into the cameo. I'm surprised that Lucky Defense has been doing a lot recently with these contents, like this one that collabs with a cereal company. I'm assuming that the cereal is called Chex Chocolate Magic Popping Balls. Who thought this was a good idea? The whole point of Lucky Defense was to show people not to let stinky old papyrus in your yard. And now you're telling me I can put on my breakfast. Forget the stupid cereal and forget the stupid hamster of all. How about the Fire Boy and Water Girl falls in love with each other? The video features of how they go together and getting married and having a child. Excuse me? How the hell did they make the child in the first place? I don't even want to know what Lancelot did to make that happen. I'd really wish 111% to come back and restore back the games they made, as I can only imagine that Random Dice Wars had so much potential, but these things? What's next? Eternal Sugar Cookie?
Hi, my name is 111. I'm turning you into a dice.
What? So, what have we learned after watching these stuffs? Stop eating dices. They're made of